going on, guys? Morning. Still on the river, just cruising further down. Look at these sights I'm finding. What? Whoa. That's a big cedar. I'll have to take a look around that later. But like here, a guy can just drive right down the beach. This is just gorgeous. I'm in two-wheel drive. I'm barely even touching the gas. Like a road, like a highway. Wow. Great campsite there. Beach is clean out here, guys. There's some loose material right here. But I just slid right through it. Wow. Oh, look at that. I think I just saw a forest fire. Yeah, there's a forest fire. You guys see that? It's hard to see, but right there, smoke. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a fire burning up there. I wonder if they know about that. I gotta zoom out here, boys. Lots of times there'll be fires and they won't know about them, or they will, but they'll just kind of be letting them burn because they're not a big issue, or they're not in an area where they're too worried about. So that might be the case with that one. But yeah, guys, BC's burning right now. You can see all the haze in the air, smoke, as you look down the... This is like a lake, really. It's a river, but yeah, there's quite a bit of smoke out. I can't believe the traction I'm getting in here in two-wheel drive. It's like loose material. Like, you'd think a guy would be spinning tires, but... anyhow, great beach site here. Top brass campsite. The road in was really mellow. I didn't even film it because it wasn't really hectic enough for the channel. Look at this thing. Holy. This is half of the trunk of a tree. I can get right inside of this thing. It's half the trunk. This is a reservoir, guys. This whole thing, well, kind of. They've dammed it way up and around the corner, hundreds of kilometers from here. So it backs the water up all the way, and then they adjust the levels, right? Because they can hold the dam up. So this, a lot of trees, like you can see stumps in the water over there. A lot of the trees are flooded. Like the banks of the river used to be a lot lower. See those stumps? And that's why there's so much driftwood and everything. It's because it's constantly eroding the banks and everything's falling in. So it's not a natural lake. So it hasn't completed its like erosion process yet. This thing is ridiculous. This cedar is just ridiculous. The truck's running great for the 1 year update here. It's like just incredible. Me and my brother were talking about yesterday about the abuse it's been taking, and I'm pretty blown away. I'd buy another one. These old Dodges, they go anywhere. The four-wheel drive works really good. They don't have like locking diffs or anything, but they just work really well. The Hemi's a good motor, as you guys have seen. Just watch my channel, like it just keeps going, and I put it through a lot of abuse, like doing crazy donuts and revving it out all the time. And it's pretty incredible what it's done and what it continues to do. It's really the perfect truck for this because it doesn't look too bad in town. I can go into the grocery store and not look like a complete junker, and I can come out here and scrape down these rough logging roads and beat the crap out of it. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, and it's good on the highway. So that's kind of what you want if you're going to do something like this. You don't want something too fancy. I've seen everyone else's rigs, and they're too nice. Like, now that I'm doing this, I'm in a lot of spots where other people are camping too. Some people just have the hugest, craziest trailers with brand new trucks. They can only go to campgrounds. I realize with this, less is more. Because the less you have, the more places you can go, the less you have to worry about, and then you can actually get into some spots. Like, I don't care to live in I can have a luxury house. When I go camping, I want to get into spots. If I have a huge, brand new, nice trailer, then I'm just showing off my stuff. I'm just going to campgrounds to show off my wallet, basically. And that's all these people are doing. It's just a flex of the wallet. Look at my toy, or they're RVing. They're like, I want to go RVing. I want to go live in luxury somewhere else. So I've probably talked about this before too. I know I talk about the same stuff over and over again. But yeah, so this is a reservoir. This here is flooded, and it just keeps going. And now that I'm into this area, like, I've never seen campsites like this. Guaranteed no one comes down here ever. The road's not logged because obviously there's forest fires already. So once it gets this hot and dry, they don't do any logging. And wow, look at this. This here is pure pieces of mica. Guys, look at this. You can see how you can see through that? Look how thin it is. This is a natural thing. It's not plastic. This is called mica. So it's like it's in makeup and stuff. It's like a glitter, and it's really good. It doesn't conduct heat or electricity at all. So it's a really good insulator. So they use it in all kinds of applications, and it's everywhere out here. The big dam down there is called the Mica Dam. It's in all kinds of the rocks out here, and it's literally everywhere. Some of the sand is just pure mica. It's just pure this stuff, and it's the most amazing sand. It's like crystals. Look at this stuff. It's insane. It's also, guys, this will cleave into like a million little sheets. A funny story, me and my brother actually, when we were up in the bush looking for a place to have a little garden a few years ago, we found all this creek was glittering with this stuff, and we were from back east. We didn't know anything about it, so we thought we'd hit gold. So we picked a bunch out, separated it. I actually took it to a jeweler, like where they melt down gold and stuff, and they told me that it wasn't gold. And then I looked further into it and found out it was mica, and that you find it everywhere. And the gold will be on the bottom, it won't be sitting on the surface like that. So even though sometimes it's gold and shiny and everything, it doesn't necessarily mean it is gold. That's crazy. I've never found pieces like this. So that was kind of funny. It was kind of embarrassing. You know, we thought we'd struck it rich. Just exploring a little bit further. All these pullouts onto the river here, and it's just great. Like, I walked down, found that beach last night. I'm gonna put that out to you guys. Some guy came walking in. He's like, with his family. He's like, you don't mind. You don't worry about this sketchy road taking your truck in here, getting out. I'm like, no, the road wasn't even sketchy. You guys saw it. I told him, like, no, I go everywhere with this thing. He's like, oh, it's nice to have a four-wheel drive. I'm like, yeah, it is. Just want to show you guys around here. Like, what a campsite. This campsite's got a toilet, which I won't give you guys the pleasure of seeing, but it looks pretty clean. Basketball net. Come on, what? Let's cross over here. You are gonna die. Look at this, boys. An F-150 with plates. Old F-150 here. Alberta plates. Look at the tires on it. Huge brand new knobbies on it. Adventure GT radials. Just walking along this beach here. Paradise. Look at this. Stuff just comes out in sheets. Here on the lake. And I found a cave. Oh, ow. Goes a long ways up. And I ain't going in there because, as you can see, it's a lot of loose rock. I mean, the guy could be out here for hours just. Got a big spring here. I'm showing you guys the sights along the river. Okay, boys, we're out here. You'll have seen all the previous clips. Just walking along the river. You know, I've been saying that I'm looking for a fishing rod. Look what I just found. Rod and reel. Just sitting there on the beach. It's like I'm on Mars. Look at this. This is the real BC, boys. Now, I can tell you for certain, for like hundreds of kilometers that way, there's no towns or houses or anybody living. About almost 10:30 at night, July 14th. It's an eerie scene. There's a forest fire right here, just up the mountain. I could see, and I'm way from my truck. It's like so far back. I could smell the smoke, and there's that waterfall, and it's just strange. Middle of nowhere, like really out there. Okay, we're just about to leave the special beach here. It's like the beach, like from the movie. And I thought, look at this. Piece of wood here. Does that not look like a heron's head to you? It's got the eyeball and everything. 2 eyeballs. So we're going to call this beach Wood Heron. Strangest thing. So after I'm just walking back from that beach Wood Heron. I was just telling you guys I'm going to call that beach Wood Heron because I saw that Wood Herons thing. Well, all of a sudden I'm coming over here. 2 herons just come flying by. And right here do like a duck dive. They were like chasing each other. Like, I've never seen herons do that, like ravens. And then they went and they flew right out over the point and then ducked down right by a wood heron. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I don't know what that was all about.